Welcome back, everybody. I am JustDaZack, and today we are going to check out Once Upon a Rogue's Tale, a roguelike deck building game that came actually out into early access a couple of months ago and currently has only 57 reviews. But they are overall very positive on Steam, and well, we're just gonna start a new game and let's check it out. To be fair though, I did make actually a recording of this game pretty much before its release, and I think I forgot to turn on my microphone. So I botched the recording. That's why we're back here again. Also, maybe I turned up the music way too hard. What's going on? There we go. Let's maybe give it a try like this. Also, we have a freaking gold. That's amazing. So we're going to check out this game. I know our heroes have like abilities, there's dice, but again, it's been a while since I did anything. I have 1 star. Unlocks 5 extra health, only valid once for the next run. Only once? What? Unlocks a random character as ally. Let's go with an ally. Yeah, let's go with that. That sounds cool. Okay, there's also the prince, which is a frog, of course. This guy, not in the demo. The frog prince. I would love to know this name. But we're gonna go with the Red Riding Hood. And this goat is just amazing. Yeah, well, let's just jump into it, right? Let's choose the character. Red Riding Hood. Passive ability. At the start of turn, Red Riding Hood receives 2 block. Oh, can you still shoot a bow? I think I did that in the tutorial. Anyway, once upon a time, there was a little girl. Everyone who saw her liked her. Is she cute? Who would want to harm this girl? Well, that is the question. Let's begin the story. Chapter 1, the forest. We have the little witch as an ally. Nice. Cool. There we go with the roguelike man. You can tell this is being made with a lot of detail and love. I love this little animation. Another thing is why I wanted to check out this game is I looked into the Steam discussion, and it seems like, well, due to marketing, due to whatever, the game didn't get that many sales early on. The last update of this game was in November, so at first I thought, oh man, is this game being abandoned? So I don't want to cover this. That's always a bit weird when you stumble upon a great game and notice only after recording, after you publish the video, that it might have been abandoned. But that doesn't seem to be the case. The developers are actually very friendly, even to harsh critique, which is always positive for me personally. And they pretty much stated also, like in an official note, that they're working part-time. They expected a few more sales, but they still keep working on it, even though maybe not full-time as they originally planned. So I hope, you know, that we can raise a little bit of awareness for this game with this video, and push that on a little bit, right? Chapter 1, The Visit to the Forest. Once upon a time, there was a small brick house deep in a thickly overgrown forest. The windows, from which the smell of freshly baked bread usually wafted, were closed. The cottage was surrounded by a deceptive silence. A little girl dressed in a big red coat approached with quick steps, because she wore the coat every day. The girl was simply called Red Riding Hood by everyone. Red Riding Hood wanted to visit her grandmother, who lived all alone in the forest. But when she opened the heavy door, she was startled. Bowls lay broken on the floor, the curtains were torn, and the walls were covered in strange scratches. Red Riding Hood ran off in fear. She ran and ran until she reached her home, completely out of breath. Her father, the hunter, could certainly help, but the hut at the edge of the forest where they lived together was empty. However, the worry about her grandmother was too great to wait for her father, so Red Riding Hood plucked up all her courage and grabbed one of her father's bows. Thus equipped, she returned to the forest and went hunting all by herself. Let's go. Together with her best friend, the little witch. I like this. Give me a story hook. I'm so up for that. Also, I think there's dice rolling, so, you know, we're just gonna go with the middle road. So, let's go. Also, nice art design. There we go. With some dice. Let's see. Reroll. I think we need to use them to do stuff. The thing is, I have to admit, red doesn't sound good. I'm gonna reroll you. It's been a while since I played this, so we're gonna figure this out together. I rolled the exact same, are you kidding me? Okay, we gain some block. That's Red Riding's ability. There's the little witch. Every 2 rounds, random enemy receives 1 fragile. Reduces received block by 1 per 1 fragile. Is then reduced by 1. Okay, that's fair. So what about the enchanted pine cone? You pointed scales. Enchanted Pinecone receives 2 block. Enchanted Pinecones also receives 1 thorn. And a thorn, of course, if we deal damage, we also take 1 damage. Fair enough. Do we have it already, or do you get it now? I guess we figured this out. 30 health, 30 to block, 20. So we have a cauldron, a crown, a mountain, and 2 wolves. And the music somehow is still too loud. How? Maybe I should have gone with this after all. The main menu was deceptively quiet, you know? Okay, what do we have? Target receives 1 strength. That sounds good. Ally receives 3 block. Throw 2 cards. Banish this card. Banish is... The card is banished for the rest of the battle. Makes sense. Well, we have this. Select a target. Can I select which die? Well, we're gonna find out. I give you some strength. We use these 2 dice. You're not gonna attack, so I guess we just go on. 2 more dice. There we go. This costs 0, but we don't want to draw cards right now, right? So let's end the turn. Yeah, now you get the block and thorn. Plus 1 block, minus 1 armor. That's the dice we rolled. I think that's a super die. I'm just gonna confirm it for now. Get the block. You attack? No, you applied fragile. Okay, you are doing a lot apparently. Oh man, that's a lot. Also fragile, that's the armor there. 3 block. But there was also like minus 1 armor. That's armor. Receives 1 block per armor stack at the end of each turn, is then reduced by 1. Okay. God, so much. This is the first enemy. Bouncing around. Enemy takes 2 damage. Swaps Enchanted Pinecone with a random neighbor. And then the enemy takes 2 damage. Well, I guess there's no one he can swap positions with, right? So he essentially, enemy takes 2 damage and then enemy takes 2 damage. He's gonna attack 2 times, I think. That's what I'm reading out of that. Ally receives 2 strength, but also 1 fatigue. Minus 1 die per fatigue, next die phase. Oh yeah, we need to use her ability, that's why we need dice to attack. Cheering, discard a card, draw 2. Needs to have at least 1 card, and there we go. Enemy takes 6 damage, can only be used 2 times per turn. I should have done that earlier. Let's go with some blocks. 2 dice, that's actually a lot. So... let's go. 2 of those. If I choose this again, it's gonna be 1 of each. So we attack. Minus 1 strength. Increases damage by 1 per 1 strength, is reduced by 1 after attack. Makes sense. So we dealt damage. He's down to 10. We have still 3 block. There's still 1 thorn. Get 1 joker die. Card is finished. Yeah, sure. Let's go. That's apparently a joker die. Or maybe that. Or we can use this for everything. Of course we can. What about the witch, by the way? Witchcraft. Ally receives 1 rule breaker. Ally receives 3 limping. Rule breaker. The requirements of the next skill is ignored. Is then reduced by 1. Reduced by what? Limping. Whenever the character changes position, they take 1 damage for 1 limping. Is then reduced by 1. 3. The requirement. The requirement would be 2 dice, right? Maybe? You know what? Do you want to? Oh, also mobility, swap. Why don't we just straight up attack? I think that's the way, right? He's gonna attack 4 times, but maybe we also want the defense. Okay, I'm gonna play this safe. Let's go with a block. Not enough die, of course. Not sure how smart this is. Mr. Pinecone. Okay, please attack this one. Okay, we took 1 damage. Roll the die. 2 for 5. For now, we're just gonna keep it. Because I don't think we have that many abilities to really... Just 2 dice for just 1 extra damage? Is that really that good? Increases damage by 1 per 1 strength. So we would deal 5 damage. What is this, by the way? You still have 1 thorn. Hard scales. Enchanted Pinecone receives 2 block and also 2 armor. Which gives him later on more block. I want to try this out. Witchcraft on you. Limping doesn't really matter. I guess the requirement... The requirements of the next skill is ignored. Let's find out. But it still says 2 dice. Still use 2 dice, so... I expected that this would work. Apparently I'm wrong with that. Fair enough. Guess I just give you more strength with the last dice. And gotta end the turn again. He's down to 5 at least. More block. No thorn though. More die. Okay, you still get the block. I'm fine with giving you... Oh, didn't I take aim? There we go, more strength. So 3 total. And I guess let's go full out. 7 damage, more strength. You don't have any, so 8. Is that enough? Should be, right? What? Not enough die? Wait, what? Ooh, apparently... But I have 2. Okay, so clearly I have the wrong dice then. That's on me. Clearly. Well, I can't use those either. I should have played the tutorial, shouldn't I? But we have all these die. So it needs to be same as 2 of the same, maybe. I am an idiot. There, this is green. Why is the color not... Well, you're kind of the color. Only 4 dice because we had this other thing. I'm gonna re-roll you. So the question is, does this work now? Yes, because we have a green one and I guess the other one is just a random one maybe. Let's just shoot, fire, there we go. We're learning together, guys. That's fine, your rewards. Collect 90 money. Guess everything right. And a card. Take aim again. Or rescuing idea. Banish 1 hand card, discard a random card. Banish again for the rest of the battle. Or fruit basket for 0. Ally receives 1 block per 1 strength on them, but then loses 1 strength. I mean, we have a decent amount for that, but more strength and fatigue. Well, -1 die is a lot. Is 2 strength really that good? I'm not sure if I like any of these cards, really. But it's still 2 damage. I mean, in a way, it's 3. But a whole die? You know what, let's go take aim. Let's give it a try. Let's go with the strength build. Okay, next stuff. At the edge of the path stood a large oak tree that was taller than any other tree around it. Even 5 people probably couldn't reach all the way around it. Red Riding Hood was admiring the tree when she suddenly heard a voice. "Let me out! Let me out!" Red Riding Hood looked around in surprise until her eyes fell on the roots of the oak tree. The mouth of a glass bottle was sticking out of the ground. Red Riding Hood quickly got down on her knees and dug it out. The voice spoke again and actually seemed to come from the jar. "Let me out! Let me out!" I mean, let's go, open the bottle. It took a few seconds, but finally Red Riding Hood was able to pull the cork out of the bottle. Instantly, a ghost emerged from it and grew rapidly until it was twice her size. "You silly girl," he shouted. "Do you think I was locked in there for no reason?" Red Riding Hood felt a sharper pain and stumbled back. The ghost laughed and disappeared. All that remained was the glass bottle, which she still held in her hands. Receive a misery. Oh great, Ella receives 1 fragile, banish this card. Well, so straight up just a bad thing. That doesn't feel good, but I like the writing. There's a shop, we have 590 money, or another comment. Let's go at the shop, sure. Let's hope this is enough. Pay to feed. Feeding the goat allows you to remove 1 card from your deck. The price increases after each feeding. I mean, gotta get rid of the misery, right? It now costs 200. There's a unicorn, probably an ally. Ooh, a new die, I should have bought this. No, that was a mistake. All out attack. Ella receives 4 strength. Ella receives 3 fatigue. Shuffle 2 times quick idea into your draw pile. Quick ideas draw 2 cards and then banish a card. Get 1 joker die, banish this card. That sounds good. Mixing bow triggers randomly. Ella receives 5 block or Ella receives 3 ironclad. Ironclad increases received block by 1 per 1 ironclad. It's then reduced. So what's the difference between ironclad and armor? I don't know. Maybe armor just gives us free block? Discard a card, draw 3. Well, let's get a unicorn. Passive ability Horn Touch. At the start of each turn, random ally receives 1 insight. Insight. Draw +1 card per insight at the beginning of the next turn is then reduced by 1. Also, Unicorn's Blessing. Allah receives 1 acceleration. There's so many stat words. I'm just gonna add you. Welcome to the team. Missed the die, unfortunately. Let's get this card as well. 3 die sounds good. And let's see what this is about. Blip, blip. There was a strange little house among the trees. At first, Red Riding Hood had thought it was a house like any other. But it wasn't made of wood, but of gingerbread and sweets. Suddenly, the door swung open. 2 children ran towards her, followed by an old woman. "Stop them!" the woman shouted and reached for one of the children. The 2, a boy and a girl, hid behind Red Riding Hood. "Please help us! The witch wants to eat us!" pleaded the girl. "Don't listen to her," the woman intervened. "The naughty children stole from me, and they have to pay for it by going into the oven." I mean, just by lore, we help the children, I suppose. Red Riding Hood blocked the woman's path. "A few gingerbread biscuits are no reason to punish them," she said. The woman frowned in annoyance. Oh, and then we have to fight her. Oh, look at her. She looks so nice, actually. All right. We probably want to have arrows, right? So do I just reroll everything until I get some arrows? Oh, 3 Joker dice. Okay, we have the block. You give us insight. We have 500 keywords. I'm slightly overwhelmed, not gonna lie. Unicorn's Blessing for 0. Ella receives 1 acceleration. And then we have to banish 3 random hand cards, though. Can only be used 1 time per turn. And we need to have 3 hand cards. Acceleration. Attacks cost 1 die less. Is reduced by 1 at the end of the turn. That's actually decent. Inside. But banish was again like... card is banished for the rest of the battle. So can't really use it that often. I think I want a Joker die. Thank you very much. I hope we just have it. Or maybe not just this turn in general. How many buffs? Are you kidding me? Delicious Facade. Gingerbread Witch receives 4, 5, or 6 block. 2 Ironclad and 1 Endurance. Change this ability to Ingenious Roofing. We don't even know what Ingenious Roofing... I remember. I think in the tutorial as well. But man... this is like the second combat. I'm honestly slightly overwhelmed by all the mechanics and the things and the keywords especially. That's a lot to take in. Well, you have Rule Breaker, which I still don't quite understand. You have this. But you can shoot at least. Of course, no available target. What? I want to shoot the witch? I guess I just give you full and strength for now. This is a little bit of defense. I think this disappears, right? Attacks cost 1 less die, is reduced by 1 at the end. You know what, let's... oh, we need 3 cards, I forgot. Well, and then turn for now. I need arrow dice, please. I think jokers are also fine, so I'm just gonna reroll you. Also that this doesn't have a hover over. So you removed Ironclad. Enemy takes 6 damage. I mean, this is the enemy. But I feel like it should still say like attacks for 6 damage or so. Are you kidding me? Like, look how much this is. Passive Crispy Hut. At the start of each turn, when Gingerbread Witch has 3 endurance, all enemies receive 1 fatigue. Gingerbread Witch receives 2 or 3 armor. Gingerbread Witch also loses 3 endurance. Needs to have at least 3 endurance. God. Also, enemy deals 6 damage. Then the enemy deals 2 fragile to us, and Gingerbread Witch also takes 2 damage, right? To herself. Oh god, what is going on? And these cards aren't that... I don't know. No available... Why no available... oh wait, you have to be... that's why. That costs dice. Okay, now you can shoot, of course. You're gonna attack me then. So I guess more armor isn't that bad. Also didn't... no, I didn't use that. This is banish. I guess... no, that's... I'm gonna use you. Because then I have 2 dice to attack. That's pretty much all we can do for now. I took some damage. You know what? Let's just select unused. Apparently the others are used. Okay, you, fragile block, inside, draw more cards. You are doing 500 things again. Could go and take aim, 6 damage. I guess. We're not gonna have a lot of dice next turn, but we're gonna deal 10 damage now, which is nice. I guess we just end. You're gonna buff yourself. Also, the game is still surprisingly loud, right? And that 20 minutes into the video, I'm sorry, guys. I feel like the audio really is all over the place. Okay, you... Fragile 7 attack. Are you kidding me? That's so much. Guess we're just trying to block for now. Take aim. Sure. End the turn. Ow. Down to 25. 3 dice. Do I still have so much fragile? Dang it. There we go. Roll, please. Okay, more strength. We would deal 9 damage. I think that's okay. I also want to block, though. How? 10? Well, apparently, Gingerbread Witch itself takes 3 damage. I think it's time to use this. 3 random ones, and now it only 1. Oh, because it's the wrong die. Ah! Well, the buff is still there. Ouch. Down to 23. You took the 3 damage, though. That's nice. We have 4 die. There's 1 joker. I think that's all we need for now. You go with the fragile. Just shoot her. Wait, it disappeared? Are you kidding me? Okay. Oh yeah, reduced by 1 at the end of turn. Oh, it doesn't even last. That sounds so bad, actually. Oh, we shot you there. Okay, we did it. The witch tried to grab the children again, but stumbled in her attempt. Together, the 3 of them ran into the forest and only slowed down when the witch's angry cries had died down. "Come with me," said Red Riding Hood, when her breathing had calmed down. "You'll be safe with me." New character unlocked. Hansel. Yay, passive ability Tag Team. Whenever Hansel changes his position, Hansel changes to Gretel. And we draw a card, apparently. Also, Father's Forced Reacts. Enemy tag. Oh, you can attack and draw cards. Hansel! Man, Hans, you're the best. Welcome to the team. And we choose a card. Discard 1 card, draw 3. Ally receives 1 energy. Energy, get +1 dice per energy next dice phase. Then 2 fragile. All allies receive 2 blocks. Swaps all allies with a random neighbor. Let's maybe go with that. Okay, we have our team. There we go. Combat or encounter? I mean, I like these encounters, not gonna lie. Apparently, oh no, this is the only way. Fair enough. Let's go. An angry villager. Oh man. Why are you guys attacking us? We're so nice, actually. I think this is okay enough. And a village warden. Just because we have a witch. What are you gonna do? Throw manure. You are throwing manure at us? What is wrong with you? Enemy receives 1 poison. Angry villager receives 1 endurance. Endurance. Enables characters to use special skills is reduced after use. And you? Determine target. Random enemy receives 1 taunt. Random enemy receives 1 fragile. Okay, we have a bunch of stuff. Maybe I actually need to reposition, because you can't attack right now, right? Yeah. Is it 1? Well, we're gonna figure out. So, use some dice. Hansel. Oh yeah, you could have attacked again. Can only be used 2 times. White pebbles. Receives limping. I should have placed you here and you there. I think this is okay. Oh yeah, you change, we drew a card. But what can you do? Quick push. Enemy takes 3 damage, swaps enemy with a random neighbor. Aha. All in. Ally takes 4 damage. Ally receives 1 fatigue. Ally receives 1 wounded. But we get 3 random dice. Wounded. Cannot change position. Okay, we have 4 dice left. I can shoot you in the face. There we go. We have block. You are going to poison us, which is actually not nice at all. Do I just push you? Not enough die. Yeah, but if I use motivation boost, I should have, right? So push you for 3 damage. You're gonna throw the poison at us. I think that's okay, all things considered. Okay, we roll 5 downs right now. I guess we have 1 joker. Let's go with this unused thing. I still think this could be clearer with the dice, because I think it's legitimately only abilities, right? Other allies receive 3 block, and you're gonna attack 3 for the witch. Interesting. So we're just gonna block it entirely like this. You have the freaking poison. Does the poison disappear? Yeah. At least that happens. We have 3 dice. What if you just straight up shoot? 3 damage only? Oh, because weakness. That's not nice. And you have the quick push, which I think is all fine, all things considered. What if you push and switch? Do we still attack the witch, I wonder? Oh, did you have a weakness? Oh yeah, you had the fragile. That's... Oh, you have taunt, so you will definitely be attacked. So it doesn't really matter. You might as well push. And you might as well not shoot, because that was a mistake. We're gonna do this. The strength. It's okay. More weakness. 1 damage, not so nice. Why are we beating up these old mans? Or why are these old mans attacking us? More energy. You have the inside. I think we just get rid of you immediately. There we go. You attack her. Not a fan of that, honestly. If I switch, I think this is still good. We get Hansel. Now we give you block. I think that's about the best right now. Mobility. You can switch for free. Acceleration. Doesn't help us right now, because these always cost 2. I think we just end the turn, take the damage. But we block it all at least. Let's always do this. Sure. And now we just want to win, right? You have the X, but also less strength. I mean, we have the die, right? This, we also have a joker. And now the X. Oh, not enough dice. That's on me. Also draw cards. Get a joker die. Use the X. You little boy, kill him. Yes. Good job. Okay. Ooh, bunch of money. That's bow. Ally receives 1 of the following: 2 strength, 1 strength, or 1 weak. Okay, weakness. Random ally receives 1 energy. That sounds very good. Get +1 dice per energy. Next die phase is then reduced by 1. So we pay 1 to have 1 more next turn. But if we get other ways to get more energy, that could be good, maybe? Let's give it a try. I don't know. Another shop, though. 305 feet, 500 for the... this is so important, actually. Spawn enchanted cookies for 4 turns. At the start of each turn, targets receive 1 random buff. Random ally receives 1 energy. Add 1, 2, or 3 energy to your hand. Get a random die, banish this card. That sounds good. Targets receive 3 endurance, draw the 0, 1, or 2 cards, banish this card, endurance. Enables characters to use special skills is reduced after use, strong will. Turn weakness into strength. Target receives 1 strength. Also decent. Let's go with the gemstone chest. That sounds good. Let's also delete a card. I mean, 1 strength for 2 sounds just so far like the worst deal. So I guess we gotta get rid of those, maybe? Maybe I should have gained this other bowstring as well for the die. I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's go. Keep on going. Let's see. Unicorn and enchanted pie. Unicorn? Where is unicorn? Alright. A fallen tree blocked the path. It was covered in sharp branches and so big that Red Riding Hood didn't dare climb over it. Instead, she made her way through a few rose bushes at the side of the path. On the other side, Red Riding Hood found a house. Curious, she pushed open the door, but the house was empty. Inside was a table with 7 chairs, which seemed a little small to her. There were 7 small beds along the wall. Only now did Red Riding Hood realize how exhausted she was. She could hardly decide which sounded more tempting, a little nap or a warm meal. Oh, if we lie down we heal, so let's do this. Red Riding Hood gave in to temptation and lied down on one of the little beds. She pulled her legs up so that they didn't hang out and closed her eyes. Red Riding Hood didn't wake up until the next morning and felt better than she had for a long time. She fluffed up the blanket, adjusted the pillow, and smoothed out the sheet. Finally, she stepped out into the sunlight and pulled the door of the house shut behind her. No one would ever know that she had been here. Oh, nice. And we do gain, and we don't fight the bears, apparently. Cool. Okay, a little bit of HP. The question is, can I actually adjust my team? We have the cards. We can't, right? Doesn't seem so, at least not from here. We have this bookmark here, which is just what we read last. Fair enough. Well, let's go with an elite encounter, then we rest, and then it's boss time. Alright, Wild Boar, 15. Herb Gentleman with Hazelnut. Why do we beat him up, though? There's this old gentleman, let's beat him up. Well, we look for the big bad wolf. Are we sure we are not the bad guys here? Just want to ask this. Oh, you have all the boss. You're gonna attack. You're gonna attack Unicorn with... Why can you attack? Why can't I attack? I want to attack too. There's so many Joker dice. Hansel. Okay, we take 1 damage. I think that's okay. We don't really have block anyway. It's reduced by 1 at the end of turn. So if we have an ability that we can use multiple times, like 2 times, that's actually good. Not enough die. What? We need green ones. That's the problem here as well. But we could go with the Joker dice. I think we have to use this anyway. So, this ability, I'm not sure if it really matters. Fatigue. So, less die next turn. You attack the... I think we can't really prevent this. Let's go. Take aim. Less block, but more energy next turn. Maybe that's the way. Wait, I need 4 dice. Yeah, I think that's okay. So you can shoot twice for 8 and for 7. Oh, we don't even take the damage. Beautiful. Yes, totally planned. That's all we can do. Okay, it's really more about the abilities. Took me a while to figure that out. Okay, 3 damage. Roll 4 die. Select unused. There we go. Anyone has a weakness? You have fragile. Doesn't matter. You attack 4. Why do you beat up this little girl? So much for a gentleman. I don't trust you, buddy. Oh, the block, because I had fragile, I suppose. Do I just do double block? Or you attack 2? Do we still have strength? 6. But card draw. You need to be in front. I don't think you're strong enough to win this turn, right? Yeah. Ah, this poor witch. Didn't really do that much for us so far. I don't understand rule break. Limping. You... I mean, you draw us an extra card at least, so that's okay. Because 1 die less. Is that the goal? But we also banish hand cards, which is okay, I guess. Can you attack? You also have pebbles. Enemy receives 2 limping. There's actually a little bit of combo if we do use this and then push them for the extra damage. I think we want this maybe, but this costs... Did it cost 1 or 2 die? Might have been 2. Quite expensive. You swap. I think we always want to play this as well for the extra. I mean, sure. So 3 left. I guess I just do this. Now costs 1. Push. Now you get attacked, yeah. Maybe it wasn't that smart. I don't know. Guess we go for the damage. Oh, you'd still a block, maybe. Ah, no, that was not a good turn, I think. Well, we're still close to the end. I think we're still winning. But I still feel like I don't play optimally. Let's go, reroll these. Joker sounds good. Yeah, still not sure if it costs 1 or 2 to... What the hell? Enemy takes 6 damage, enemy receives 1 rattled. Draw -1 card per rattle at the beginning of the turn, then it's reduced by 1. Herb General with a hazelnut loses 4 endurance. 6 damage is not nice, dude. Just want to point that out. What? You were also attacking. Everyone just straight up attacking here. Guess we just try to block it. That's a lot of damage. I don't want to get Hazel to be attacked, but also... Well, you do have this. You know what? I'd rather have the unicorn get attacked right now. I think this is okay. I do like that they switch on the card. Hänsel and Gretel. In German, it's Hänsel und Gretel. So I'm gonna don't mind me if I say this occasionally. 1 for hopefully more than 1. No, of course not. Well, whatever. Really need to start beating you guys down. Guess I've really got to be more offensive. You're only buffing up right now anyway. 4 dice left. What if I just straight up attack twice? And then switch maybe? Do I just banish the cards and then attack twice? I have 4 dice. If I attack twice... Wait, it's 8 and 7, so I get rid of you. But you still attack for 3. If I use this ability... I think that is the way. Using Unicorn's Blessing, we get rid of these cards. Get rid of the supposed gentleman. Oh wait, this is for 0. And now you get it, so we only take 1 damage. That's fine. There we go. Roll. Only 4 die. Gemstone, come on. There we go. Get 2 random die. Yep, go. Would you please? I would like... There we go. Didn't know what that didn't trigger before. 6 damage, so it's gonna be 6 and 5. We have the Joker, so we got this. There we go. Totally planned. Yay. More rewards. We get closer to whatever that is. 250 gold and a new card. Too fragile. Spawn swift movement for 3 turns. At the start of each turn, random ally receives 2 block. Random ally receives 1 ironclad. That sounds good. For 3 turns, more block. Also, all allies receive 2 block. And all allies with a random neighbor. Maybe that? I don't know. It really is more about the abilities. And it's still not quite sure about the cards yet. Rest side. Each action can be used once per rest side. Unlock ability. Not in the demo, apparently. Character selection. Wait, what? Return. Exchange your team members and set their position on the playing field. Yes, that's what I want. Red Riding Hood more in the middle. Hänsel as well. They are damage dealers. You give us... I mean, Little Witch, all that she does is essentially give the enemy 1 less armor or block. And the unicorn at least draws his card. Heal the team. Did we do it? Yeah, for 15. That's a lot. Okay. That's all we can do. Fully rested. Let's go and face the big bad wolf. Maybe. The tracks led even deeper into the forest. Deeper than Red Riding Hood had ever been before. At last she caught sight of a familiar figure. She was wearing a blue skirt with an apron and a red scarf. But the figure was very hairy, and when it moved, Red Riding Hood recognized a bushy tail and large paws with sharp claws. A wolf. Before Red Riding Hood could do anything, the wolf became aware of her. She hurriedly raised a bow to defend herself, and the wolf recoiled. But a moment later, he jumped towards her with his claws extended. Fight against the wolf. Red Riding Hood fights against the wolf. Wait, so if we had something, we could have chosen something else, maybe? That's what I understand from that. Boss time. Back when Hänsel and Gretel fought the big bad wolf. Okay, let's go. What the hell? Offense is defense. At the start of each turn, all enemies receive 1 prey. What the hell is prey now? We always get the pop-up and no, we don't. Enemy takes... what? 6 damage? I'm pretty sure it still means enemy deals 6 damage. This... I'm not a fan of this wording. Enemy receives 1 prey. I mean, it says because it applies that here, but... But that's personal preference, I suppose. Prey. Enemies can target the character with prey from any position. Aha. At the start of each turn, the random enemy receives 1 weakness. Which is damaged by 1 per 1 week. Yeah. Well, we have a card that actually helps with that. So you attack me. Do we have any block? We do. So 5, only 1 damage. I think that's fine. Oh, let's go with quick idea as well. Draw more cards. We have 3 died right now. We have the strength. I think it's fine if we just play this and attack twice for now. 1 damage. And draw a card. I think just damage for now is okay. Let's do this. 8 damage done. You play the weakness. Everyone gets prey. You would attack. Oh no. So you can technically attack everyone. Reroll this one apparently. Okay, he's down to 37. A little bit of fragile. But he's only gonna attack 3 times and prey. Weakness. Not a fan of that, but what can we do? Enemies can target the character with prey from any position. Yeah, always gemstone. Let's just play this. And then the Joker die. At the start of each turn, random enemy receives... Yeah, let's go with that. This could be helpful. It's here now. Fair enough. We have 4 dice left. Nice block. You too. You get attacked. Got 9 damage apparently. That's not nice. I think I have to play defense. Oh, what the... Could you please? There we go. You sometimes have to drag these cards out so much. So 2 cards left. Do we go with more energy? So the next turn is maybe better? Maybe that's the way. We just want the energy. We don't want this. So you take still 4 damage, but hopefully the next turn is just stronger with the more dice. That's kind of my hope here. We're down to 28. Look at these dice. Beautiful. Apparently we reroll 1. What you gonna do? All the effects now. 6 damage and prey to this one. But we got this, unfortunately. The turns of weakness into strength. Do you have weakness? You have 1. So this would be 2 strength. I think that's good enough. So 2 strength. Always play this. I want this. So oh, we have so many dice now. I think it's also fine to have even more strength now. So we could attack 4 times. I think that's the way. The witch is gonna take a lot of damage, but we deal 15 right now. There we go. We still have 2 strength. More energy. Ouch. Down to 14. Look at the dice! There we go. I'm ready. Oh, things, because this triggered, you are gonna attack Red Riding Hood again. Could I defeat you? I have 6 dice. This would be 5, 9 damage. No, we don't win this turn. That is okay. Let's just block all the damage, I suppose. And just shoot you in the face. What is fragile again? Or we try to make the next turn stronger again. 1 fatigue. Yeah, let's bunk on the strength. You get this. Okay, that's fine. This is above round. You block all this damage, which is good. It said 3 times 3, but we still only received 6 damage. Maybe I missed something there. Let's do this. Okay, Joker die. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice. Pretty sure I want this. You attack the unicorn. You know what? That's fine. I'm just gonna shoot you in the face in the meantime. 6 is a lot. We have 2 dice left. I guess we block this a little bit. Sure. Let's go with this. Down to 9. I think we get this. Just having so much HP on the board already helps. The little witch and the unicorn mostly just meat shields. Even though, again, I think the unicorn just having that for the extra draw per turn probably still a strong effect. I think we got it. Let's still play this anyway. There we go. 5 damage. We're gonna go with this. Make sure 7 and shoot her again. Good job. We did it. Yay. Ooh, so many more. Okay, 750 gold. We unlocked... The wolf joins the team. What? Passive ability, big eyes. At the start of each turn, a random enemy receives 1 prey. Big hands. 1 red, 1 white. Enemy takes 3 damage, enemy receives 1 prey. The wolf receives 1 fragile. Okay. Didn't expect the wolf to join us. More dice and another kind of wolf skin. Spawn wolf skin for 5 turns. Wolf skin. At the start of each turn, random enemy receives 1 weakness. Reduces damage by 1 per 1 week. All out attack. That's a lot of fatigue. Spawn lying in wait for 3 turns. At the start of each turn, random ally receives 1 strength. I mean, 2 for 3 is fine. And this just makes the enemy weaker for 5 turns. Also, okay. Yay, we got the wolf, guys. Breathing heavily, Red Riding Hood stood over the furry beast lying beaten on the ground. And now tell me, what have you done to my grandmother? She cried. The wolf raised his head cautiously. Grandmother? He asked in a surprisingly soft voice. Oh, I don't know your grandmother. The answer seemed so honest that Red Riding Hood was almost inclined to believe him. Then where did you get these clothes? She asked uncertainly. I make them myself, replied the wolf, pointing to a small basket with balls of wool just a few meters away. But then why did you attack me? She asked in dismay. The wolf sat up carefully and this time pointed at a bow. I thought you were attacking me and wanted to defend me. Wolves have many enemies. Red Riding Hood could not believe that she had so misunderstood the innocent wolf. Pity stirred within her. She reached out, took one of the soft paws in her hand and asked gently, Won't you come with me? Together we'll show people that not every wolf is bad. So the two of them set off to look for Red Riding Hood's grandmother together. To be continued. Oh, we got friends. I mean, to be fair, that's what we learned. The wolf is actually a good one. I guess we would go with this on the bench and then have the wolf in the team. And we learned that random villagers are evil because they attack us. Or maybe we attack them. And then we'd rinse and repeat and go to next. Oh, that seems like the evil witch, right? With an apple. Alright, let's go back to the main menu. Ladies and gentlemen, Once Upon a Rogue's Tale still gets a thumbs up. I do enjoy it. The art design is phenomenal. The presentation is good. I love that there's a story hook and I actually like the reading. The overall core gameplay and presentation is very good. I think it is in early access and I still think it could be smoothened out. I just said the core gameplay is very good, but I still think there's a lot that could be, well, smoothened out, especially like a bazillion stat thingies, the wording, you have dice, maybe the roll animation could be faster, but then you have certain dice, then you have cards, then you have bazillion stats. There's just so much going on that it is slightly overwhelming. Throughout the run, I kind of understood the core gameplay again, and the tutorial I remember does teach you, but still I kind of forgot right now at the beginning of this, like what the dice do again, the different colors. They could be maybe a little bit more highlighted, but then again, the more you play, the more you get into this. So take that with a grain of salt. But overall, I hope I was able to showcase this game to me, to myself. No, to you guys, of course. If you want to check out the demo and the full game, both are linked down in the description. Please tell me what you think of this. Please also tell me what you think of this presentation thereof. Stay awesome, and we see each other in the next video.